All right, looks like it's recording. So here I'm in my garage. There's my Road King. There's the freewheeler, Harley. And there's the old Indian Chieftain converted to a Roadmaster. So I'm gonna take a break on working on my pole barn. Gonna put an awning up here and pole barn there for the camper. Anyway, I was just gonna do a little review. So a little bit of background. I've owned 3 Ultra Classics Harleys. I've owned, this is my third Road King. Third Road King? Yeah, third Road King. And those are baggers that I'm talking about, not all the other bikes I've owned. And also, I've owned this bike here, the Chieftain, that I added everything and made it a Roadmaster. Should have just bought a Roadmaster. But I actually sold, what did I sell? I sold an Ultra Classic, my Amber Whiskey one, which was the same color as that one, Ultra. I sold that so I could buy this Indian. And then every year I go out to Sturgis. There's been a couple years I skipped. But I test drive every bike out there. I usually spend 2 days test driving all the Indians, all the Harleys, everything. I just test ride. I love the hell out of it. And I go around here and test ride every once in a while. And I love other bikes too. I've owned so many Hondas, Yamahas, Kawasaki's. I got my 2 little Groms sitting there. Anyway, the big question is, what do I think better? Bagger. But this is for baggers only. The best bagger and why. So I'll get to that at the end. The differences between the Indian Chieftain Roadmaster and the Chieftain Roadmaster. So this is all the baggers. I've rid them all. Rode them all. And same with the, look at a fuzzy right there. Same with the Harleys, all the baggers. I've owned them all. I had an Electric Glide Standard. That was, oh my gosh. Was that the 100th? I don't remember. That was a long time ago. Had the Standard also. So I've had them all. And what do I think? So all the years, whether you add in the engine differences, the biggest difference would be the ride. The Indian rides nice. It's like comparing my Buick that I had to my Chevy Spark. The Chevy Spark's the Harley, the Buick is the Indian. Now, granted, I'm not talking about anything else, and I know if you have enough money, you can put in a nice suspension, but you're looking at a few $1,000s extra just to get something that you're paying almost the same money about. Engine-wise, I like the 111. I did have the Stage 1 put done to it, which I've had to all my bikes, whether it be Harley or Indian. I mean, I always have the Stage 1. Let's see. I always get pipes. As you can see, I always add different pipes. There and there. The ride is the most important thing. The ride's better. The seats on the Harley are better. Stock seat on the Harley was better than the Indian. I have a Corbin on my Indian and the stock seat on that. Now, all my other Harleys, I always added Corbins. I love Corbin seats. This one I decided not to. This bike is not a long distance. My Road King is just to go to work and to the gym. That's just out around the town bike because it rides so rough. And they just do. You can get used to it, but and if you don't know any difference and you like Harley, keep buying Harley. If you want the smooth ride and you've never bought a bike before and you're looking for the Cadillac, let's just say the Cadillac, you need the Indian for the ride alone. Engine-wise, yeah, there's little subtle differences, doesn't matter. Transmission, same thing, doesn't matter. Sound system, biggie. Now, I don't on this one, but I've had all the sound systems on all my other bikes, except the Standard, I had to add it. My 3 Ultras, I had to add it. And all my Road Kings, I add radio. So, I have the speakers for that one, for the, oops, right there, the Road King. I haven't put them on yet. I have the speaker system on. This is mainly what my wife rides. I ride it sometimes. But see, I have the old boom system right here for the Road King. So we like radios. Tracy and I like radios. So we always have sound. This one, again, the Road King is just for around town. The sound system on the Indian's better. It's just better. I mean, you can spend $3,500 and equalize the Harley to the Indians, but stock Indians rock. What else? There's not much difference. The only thing Harley has that's better than Indian, I would say their paint is really nice. The paint on all the Harleys have been, you really can't just tell by looking at it. I love the red on my Indian, but it's just, there's something about it that's a little bit better on Harley. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they do different. It's a little bit better. What else? I mean, they're just little subtle differences, but okay, here's another one. The windshield, if you're talking ultra baggers, top of the line where you have the front, whether it's a Road Glide, which I've owned a Glide also, this goes up and down. You don't think it's huge, but when it's hot as hell out, when I'm going to Sturgis, I'm getting ready to leave for Sturgis, it makes a difference. You lower that windshield and you get a little bit more wind, a little cooler. So there's not a lot of differences, but there's enough that if I was going to go buy dollar for dollar, if they're the same, I'd take the Indian every day. Every day. The ride is it. The ride, the windshield, and the stereo. Huge, 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 huge. Nothing's wrong with Harley. Love Harleys. Always will own Harleys. Always will own an Indian. Indian will always be my long distance. The only other thing that comes close to the Indian, is it close or as good? As good as the Indian would be the Goldwing. The Goldwing I owned was as good as the Indian on suspension. So, but I'm not talking that. I'm talking American bikes right now. So I'd buy the Indian over the Goldwing too. I would. I just love the V-twin style. I love the V-twin sound, the shake, everything about it. I don't want to make a long video. I'm getting ready to change the oil and load up and get my stuff. I'm checking all the nuts and bolts on the bike to make sure it's good for Sturgis. I don't want to break down on the way there. I'm gonna ride this year, and this is in memory of my buddy Fred Mishog. He passed away, and he was my childhood friend. But I have another friend. Luckily, I have two friends, or have two friends. I have one now, besides my wife. Can't forget her. So going to Sturgis. Paul's already there. My other friend, Paul Seaton. So going to see Paul Sturgis. Just wanted to do a little video of this. I know it's not anything special. I just wanted to say, all these people out there putting the videos on the difference between Harley and Indian, go ride them. Go to Sturgis, go to the bike nights, whatever, or not the bike nights, but the test rides, and you'll be sold on Indian. And if that's not enough for you, and you're just going to use a round town bike and you want a bagger, Harley's okay. I like Harley, but Indian's better. See ya.